The one and only Ahmed Ali.
Thank you very much. Can you hear me?
And then I started doing more research and I found you, and I hate doing videos, but the coaching calls was one of the things. And then you had another video that caught my eye where it was specific, outside the PMP, but I knew this is real content. This is things that will be on exam, right?
I did hard work for sure, but I think the follow-up, sir, you did. I don't know how you managed to do the follow-up. With one particular student like me, you have hundreds of students. You're just keeping an eye on each of the students. So after my hard work, I can say that the credit goes to you, sir. That is for sure.
Hi Amar, good morning. Yes, I cleared the exam. Thank you so much for your support. And this has happened only because of that customized roadmap and mocks, and you always keep on asking us to do proper RCA, detailed RCA. It happened only because of the detailed RCA. Yes, this RCA helped me a lot.
Thank you for all this guidance and support you gave me. Mr. Amir, thanks for our team.
So I was just looking at his post, who cleared the PMP, and he used to post the success stories on daily basis. So I reached out to Alina and I asked her how is this program or something. So she said you can trust him and you should join this program if you are looking for it.
It was a very customized base feedback that I was getting from sir, from you.
So yes, follow-up is very important, and thank you very much for that. It made me accountable. If you didn't ask me this often, I would have slacked off more.
I would say your course was super important. I think this was the main part, once you understand the course, and then I think the mocks were super important. Your emphasis on mocks, you kept nagging us that, get this mock done, do RCA. All of this was super helpful because questions were they were similar. So yeah, mocks were, there are so many mocks that you have, and if you do all of them, I'm pretty sure anybody who goes, who does them can easily clear a team.
Amir, first of all, thank you so much. I think without your guidance, it took me 1 year, one complete year. I was preparing for PMP through books and everything. So I was giving some mocks also available online, and I was not able to, have that confidence that I'll be able to clear. But I'm telling you, after attending the classes, especially after doing the mocks, doing the RCAs, I was feeling confident enough that yes, I can attempt it. And the day you told me to book your exam, I still asked you that are you sure that I can give the exam? And you said yes, you are ready.
First of all, I thank you a lot for the privilege, because when I started encounter with your program through LinkedIn, so some of your thoughts, always motivating me, I can do it. So I always follow you, almost everything, all your journeys. I watch all of them, even the one that they speak in your local language.
So that was not an easy journey, and it would not be possible without you. I really appreciate the support. He was always available for my questions and always put me in the right direction. And actually, if I want to say how was the journey, my journey started 2 years back. Then I first called you for the SP, and then you directed me to PMP, and then we did SP after that, and then you tricked me to do the PGMP.
Thank you so much, and again, Amir, thank you so much, and your mocks are really good. I mean, yeah, please, everyone should do your mocks for sure, and then they will be all prepared for the exam. And trust your program.
And then you came with your follow-ups, and that kind of really boosted me. Those daily follow-ups, making sure that I was getting the mocks that I needed to do completed, and following up on me, it really boosted my motivation again. And as I was started doing those mocks, I got an opportunity for a job which required me to have PMP, so I had to go for PMP before I get the interview.
Mostly coaching goal is for you understand how you will solve the question. Mostly it is like that. We can only do the 10 or 12 questions, maybe less than that. But main thing is it will come into your bones that you have to do elimination technique. So you cannot go just, okay, this is the answer, I will go directly put this answer. That is the main thing. It will come into you that you have to do elimination technique. That is the best thing for coaching all.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah, with the right guidance from yourself, I managed to do good in the exam and to clear the PMP. I would say that your approach was really helpful because I'm not that type of a person who would sit there and read a lot of theoretical things to get things done. I'm more of a practical person who would prefer practicing over sticking to the theoreticals. And
I would definitely say that the root cause analysis for me was the key. And here's why. Is some people try so hard to memorize all the processes and how they're all linked together. And if you do this, then you got to do that. And some people, maybe they think that way. That was very hard for me. It was just a lot to memorize. I'm not Amer Ali. I can't do that. So for me, just the process of actually answering the questions with your technique of process of elimination. And then when you're left with always like two answers, which one do you do? And if you get it wrong, you have to go do the root cause analysis. So thank you, sir. Yeah, thank you very much for everything. Fantastic. I would not have done as well as I had done if I hadn't had the foundation that you gave me, for sure.
Who here wants to be successful? Raise your hands. I always like that. Who here wants to be successful? Raise your hand. The reason is that if you want to become PMP, you need to show up. If you want to do anything in your life, you need to show up. Showing up is the most important thing. And for those people who showed up in today's coaching call, they showed up for something that is valuable to them. And I will try my best in the next 22 to 23 minutes, try to give you value as much as can. As a gift from my side, everyone who is joining this class right now, I made a special document, communication, 50 tips on communication. I just made it while for last 3 hours I was working on it. I'm just gonna show you. I haven't shown it to anybody as of now. You see 50 tips on communication, exam like. If you are watching this, just message me on my WhatsApp, the number you see, and I will send you this document. No charges whatsoever, no commitment. Even if you are not my student. If you are my student, of course, you will get that. That's not a problem. Okay, so let's go for the question answers. And if you are watching this video, can you put your name? What's your name? And from where you are joining. I love to know you. I love to see who those people are who are watching the question answers, who are joining us. So if you can put your name, I would love to know you. Question number 26. Mohammad Shamim, good to have you. Please put in the chat box what is the right answer. What do you think is the right answer? Okay, please put in the chat box your answers so that I can here explain you. You are working on the project and the team has just shared that the cost of the project will be more than the benefit of the project. So now this is a very critical issue, and this happens in more and more projects, more than even we can imagine, right? More than even we can imagine, and this happens. This is not a good thing. What he just said, the cost of the project is more than benefit. Now, this is a very important thing, Shamim, and everyone else. Put your name in the chat box so I know who is watching. If the cost becomes more than the benefit, it's a critical point here. If the cost of the project is more than its benefit, you see, the project moved in this way: business case, benefit management plan, then project charter is created. These two documents are the cornerstone why the project was even created on the first place. Hi Rashid. So what would you do, Rashid? Put in the comment box. What would you do? So this was the reason why the project was even created on the first place, right? The project was created on the first place because of the business case. Very important. So if we look into that, the business case is not relevant anymore. The money you are going to get from the project is not relevant. And nowhere in the question it is mentioned, nowhere it is mentioned that we are doing an NGO project or we are doing for humanity. Nowhere it is mentioned. So if that is not mentioned, our assumption is we are doing this project to earn money. And if the cost of doing that business, the cost of executing is more, I need to stop the project. Now, here comes a problem. Okay, keep doing what you are doing, keep monitoring it. Okay, both of the people, Shamim, you said close the project. Rashid, you said close the project. Do I have the authority to close the project? That's a question for both of you. Do I have the authority? Ji sir. Do I have the authority to close the project? Now that's a question. Shamim, if we don't have, Rashid, if we don't have, then how you are choosing C option? B option, sorry. As I said, always out of 4, 2 options are not there. So how you are choosing this option, my friends? How you went towards that option? That's a very important question. Like, this is the power of elimination technique, that I need to understand where the power actually reside, where the power really reside. So I want to close. This is my end result. Okay, this is what I want. But that's not my decision to make. That's not my decision to make. I am hired to execute the project. There's a term that we called as threshold limit. Okay, so when a risk, this is a risk that is being occurred now, the risk has gone above that threshold limit. It has gone above that threshold limit. I need to get it to my management. They will decide and they will say, okay, we want to do that project. Let me ask you, Rashid and Shamim, both said no. Both said close the project. Is it possible that, like, the probability is very less, but let's say, is it even possible or not that you go to the management say that, okay, the cost is more, but we still want to do. There is a small probability, na? Put Manili, yes or no, Shamim, Rashid, put there is a probability, na? It's their decision. It's a decision of governance board. Yes or no? Put in the chat box. Yes. So this means I don't have authority to take that decision. Okay, I don't have what it take to take the decision. So the decision will go to them. They will decide what to do. Okay, they will decide what to do. So the right answer here become, I'm gonna escalate to the sponsor. My job as a project manager is to give them the best information. Then just like any change, the change control board decides, they will decide. So A is the right answer. Okay. Since the question is almost 3 line, I would show what should the project manager do in future to avoid this reoccurrence? A very important line. It's a very important line. The line says that something like, what does this line actually indicate here? That's an important thing to know. What is this line indicating? We want to avoid something in the future. What does that mean? Something bad has happened. You see, one of the reason I always ask to slow down is so that I can see the context of the question. I want to understand what the question is asked. So only by reading just the last line, what should the project manager do in the future to avoid this reoccurrence? By just looking at this line, I know one thing for sure. Something bad has happened. Bad has happened. I don't want the same thing to happen again. Okay, guys? What has happened now? During status meeting, stakeholders complain that he is getting too detailed report. There's an other stakeholder complain he is not getting detailed report. Okay, so what does I know from this line? I am making a mistake that some people are getting more information, they don't need it. They are getting a detailed report, and some people who need actually report to make the decision, they are not getting. Okay, let's go to the option understand requirement of each stakeholder and customize communication plan. One of the reason of communication plan that we use is 4 hours of communication. Right information at right time to right people to have right impact. Like which stakeholder need detailed information, which stakeholder need less information. Every single thing should be documented according to their requirement. So here A options give the answer. Now most of the time students just see one option and they run away. I'm going to ask you, please make this as a skill, make this as an habit to go through all options A, B, C, D. Use elimination technique, please, very important. Send video report to all stakeholders. Okay, but the thing is that there is no one who is saying that I need video or I don't need video. So that relevance, I don't see it here. Okay, so from A and B, I'm going to eliminate B. Only share detailed report with the important stakeholder. I don't know which stakeholders are important, which stakeholders are not important. What is the problem here? So just sharing that will not help here. Okay. Share one report to make sure everyone. That is a problematic of everything. People are complaining already that, hey man, I don't need a detailed report. I just need a high level thing. Like CEOs or those people, they don't have time to go through every single thing. Just give me the bigger picture. Are we ahead, behind? Where are we? Okay. So I'm going to eliminate this option. A would be the right answer. Although A was the right answer, why you should always go through all option, there is a high probability that the other option can be potentially right answer. Guys, give me the answer and give me your justification. Political awareness, the ability. Okay, okay. What about you, Rashid? Okay. What project manager has done here? So it's not necessary every time the last line give you some information. Sometimes it does not give you much information. So as this is the case, you are working in a project, you have analyzed the project sponsor always consult his secretary who has been working for past 2 decades about the important issues. Now this does happen. I remember, and do tell me if that has happened to you. I was working in a hydropower project and I was a senior manager there. But the country manager, when he used to come, the first thing he used to do, he used to go to the cook chef and he used to get the updates from him. Like, I was not the project manager, I was senior manager, but that chef sometimes has more power than the project manager. The say that what chef says, the country manager believes more than the even project manager. So this is the same thing that has happened. Understanding this, next time you want to share something, you first share with that secretary. If he or she give comment, you modified and showed it to the sponsor. I can also call them as a gatekeeper. Like when you want to do something, you need to see your gatekeepers. These people, they control the information flow of the information and they can actually make or break. So what I have done, use communication skill 100%. This is the example of communication skill. But our manager takes update from janitor. Same thing, Shamim, the same thing that I'm saying. 100% it is communication skill. But as I said in the previous question, always go to the all elimination technique. He used emotional intelligence. This is emotional intelligence. So this is a beautiful question. I went towards option A was right. I went towards option B was right. Let's go down. He used political awareness. Okay. Now, if I go with these three options, third option is the more accurate one. Political awareness means understanding where the power lies in the organization, like who is actually making decision. Sometimes it is not present in the organization. As Shamim said, that he takes update from the janitor. So this does happen, and I need to respect it. It is what it is. You cannot say it's good or bad. Culture is, this is not a culture, this is specifically to that organization, how the person is doing. So I'm gonna go with the C option here, and that's your right answer. You are the project manager. Where should it be documented? You are the project manager for a virtual diverse team. You have people belong to all cultures. In order to make uniformity, you set the language of the team to be English. Okay. Now, this question is a very interesting question. Okay, Manali, this is a very interesting question. So yes, I put the language in team charter. Now, if you don't use elimination technique again, you will pick up an answer and you will move forward. But let's go to that. Resource management plan, not much so. Project management plan, 100% sure. 100% sure everything must be put into the project management plan. Let's go with the D option. Communication management plan. 4 hours of communication. Right information at right time to right people to have right impact. Right information at right time to right people to have right impact. Which language we are gonna use? Why to use that language? What is the purpose of this? It is put in the communication plan. This information, Manali, is also in the team charter. Both A, C, and D are right. But first of all, between C and D, which is more relevant? D. Now let's go to A and D. It is in team charter. I don't deny that. That is in the team charter. But which is the formal document? Which is a formal thing which cannot be changed. Once I set the language to English, I implement it. This team charter can be changed by the team. It's a team charter. That can cause a problem. One document that is made for this thing, who needs the information, when they need it, why they need it, how the information can be stored, is communication management plan. Manali, is it clear to you, sister, or you have a follow-up question? Put something in the chat box. I want to make sure that this is clear to you. The right answer for this question is communication management plan. Put something. Yes, good by me. Okay, let's go to the next question. What will you do next? So, okay, again, when the question says, what will you do next? This means something has happened in the past. Some issue, some problem is being highlighted. You enter the team meeting and members are having conflict with each other. One team member A started yelling at B and use abusive language. Okay, first of all, which level of conflict is it? There are 5 levels of conflict. Okay, so which level is it? Which level of conflict is it? Level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. Which level of conflict is? So level 1 is, level 2 is, put in the chat box, level 3, level 4, level 5. So level 1 is problem to solve. At this level, project manager does not even take part in that. He does not take part. Okay. Level 2 is more of a disagreement. Level 3 is contest, crusade, world war. This is between level 4 and level 5. It is not physical as of now, but it is moving towards that. Okay. So if we look into the problem, here he just entered the meeting and he saw that person he is abusing. I don't know the context of the problem. I don't know what happened before. I don't know anything about the conflict in this question. So remove both team members for having conflict. No, I will never do that. I never escalate it. So C and D are eliminated. Now, I see Shamim, you picked an answer. Talk the team member and remind his language is against the ground rule. He just entered in the meeting. And he does not know what the other person did. How you can take that decision, man? I need to listen to both parties. Okay, I need to see what other parties had to say. So I will talk to both people individually, understand the reason of the conflict and solve it. Please understand, 99% of the time, if you listen to both parties, the conflict will be resolved. As a project manager, your job is not to immediately take a decision. As a project manager, your job is to identify the reason behind the conflict. With that, these were the 5 question answers we wanted to solve. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed solving them. And if you are not still my student, I would highly recommend join our next program, and we will make sure you become certified PMP, like thousands of people who have done it before you. And if you are my student, Manali, Shamim, tomorrow 12 p.m. EST, that is 8 p.m. UAE time, 7 p.m. Saudi time, Qatar, Kuwait, 9 p.m. Pakistan, 9:30, we will have a Zoom coaching call. Okay, so do join it and we'll see you in that coaching call. I'm sure you're going to love it, the ATP coaching call. See you there, guys. By the way, that's only for premium students, those who are enrolled in my program.
I would have not been able to clear the exam if Amir Ali would have come. I would have not been.
I did not believe that I will be able to clear my PMP within a month.
I don't know what to say actually, like I'm kind of like really
I got my results and I was above target in all 3 categories.
Wow.
So